Hello YouTube, this is a video about the SOG Blink. Satin finish, aluminum handle. I was in my local sports store the other day. It's called Atmosphere Sport Check, and I don't buy a lot of stuff there, but I was looking at hiking boots actually, and I finished up with that and went over to the sort of camping section, and in the display case they had a SOG Blink on sale. Normal price was the suggested manufacturer price, but it was on sale for 29 bucks. For Canada, that's a really good deal. And I recently picked up the SOG Flash 2 right here, and this knife is really amazing actually. I'm very impressed with the Flash 2. It seems it's kind of weird looking and stuff, but it's very functional, really light for the blade length, and just very impressive so far. So I sort of said to myself, okay, why not pick up another SOG? You know, like the first one I owned was not bad at all, so I'll give them a chance on a second blade. And I'm pretty interested in carrying like smaller knives as well as like larger tactical folders. You know, I think the most important thing with a knife is that you have it with you. And if you have like a 0 tolerance, you know, 9-ounce knife, yeah, they're cool to play with when you're sitting on the couch or whatever, but do you actually have it with you when you need it? That being said, I pulled the trigger on this purchase. I bought the SOG Blink, and I kind of played with it for the first day, you know, the first evening or whatever, and I had some trouble getting it open, and I read online that, you know, a bunch of other people have had problems with that as well. Some people said they've actually like cut themselves trying to open it up, just because it is kind of difficult. I think the difficulty comes from just the size of the knife itself. It's extremely thin. I'll show you up against the Flash 2 just so you have an idea. It's a very thin knife. Yeah, that shows it a little better. It's probably like half the size of the Flash 2 almost. So it's a very thin knife, very small knife. I think the blade is just over 2 inches. So it's got a good pocket clip. Like it's really easy to carry. I tried cutting some cardboard and stuff with it last night. I'll roll that footage in. I don't know, I sharpened it afterwards on the Spyderco sharp maker, and I got a really nice edge on it actually. But I just found that using it, like my hands are sore, like from flicking it open, from just like holding the handle, doing some very minor cutting chores for a few minutes. Honestly, it's just the ergonomics of this knife suck. Like, yes, it's easy to carry, it's very thin, it's not that light, but it's light enough. It's like probably around 2 ounces or something like that. So yeah, like I just think this is a knife that got taken to an extreme. Like, so thin, so small, but it's like nobody wants to use it. Like, it's and I'm sure people will probably say that they really love it, but like on Amazon, for example, it does have really good reviews actually. Like, you know, 46 reviews of 4.5 stars, so people really like it. But you know, a lot of knives on Amazon have really good reviews, and you know, you're not going to like them for your own use. So that's the functionality of the knife, okay? So today I kind of decided, okay, SOG makes this cool pocket clip. I'm going to switch the clip to go left-hand carry, because I'm a lefty, although I do normally use my knives, you know, just traditional right-hand carry. But anyways, I decided to swap the clip, and I was like, oh, maybe I can use this as like a secondary knife or something. So I did that, and the clip did not fit properly on the left-hand side. You probably can't see it well because it's covered now, but the screws on this side, they're sort of like flush with the edge of the knife. But on the other side, they're kind of, and it's being covered by the clip now, but the screws are kind of like sticking out a little bit. So anyways, the clip, you know, I kind of forced it on, which was probably not a smart thing to do, but I decided to do it anyways. And so anyways, now the screw won't go in and the clip won't come off. So that's the first thing. The other thing I tried doing was tweaking the pivot a little bit, like hoping that I would somehow adjust the tightness, you know, find a nice balance so that it was still a tight lockup but also easier to open. And I don't know what the hell I did to this, but like this like spring or something is sticking out now, and the knife doesn't even open anymore. You see, like, I'm forcing it quite hard there, and it doesn't open. If I do it two-handed, I can, you know, I can't even get the blade out anymore, honestly. Maybe it's because it was locked, but no, the lock is off, or, you know, whatever. But the knife is useless now. Like, all I tried to do was, like, make modifications that on any other knife are very simple to do. You know, I'll roll in the Spyderco Sage 1 just for example. You know, like one screw there, like a big screw, easy to swap that pocket clip to either side. You can't do tip down carry, unfortunately, but whatever, that's all good. So anyways, I've swapped clips on Spydercos before, like a million times, and had no problems whatsoever. So I'm just really, really disappointed with this knife. I've sent SOG an email to their warranty department because the store I bought it, they're not going to take it back. It's broken, and it's out of the package. So long story short, huge pain in the ass, like huge disappointment. You know, SOG, okay, SOG Flash 2 is like, you know, their bread and butter knife, really. The Flash 1, the Flash 2, that's sort of what they're known for. Maybe the Trident, you know, the Seal Pop or whatever. I've never bought a SOG fixed blade. And honestly, I don't think I would be in a hurry to buy another SOG again. If you buy, you know, two knives from a company, one of which breaks after less than 24 hours of owning it, that says to me that there's a reason why I own more Spydercos than anything else. You're probably going to tell from my videos that I am a Spyderco fan. Most of my knives are Spyderco. I've owned a few Kershaws and whatnot before, but yeah. Anyways, you know, this video is about the Blinks, so pretty disappointed. We'll see what SOG's warranty department says about that. I've heard that they're pretty good, so I will do an update on that later. And actually, I've had assisted knives break on me before. I don't know where this knife is produced. Let me see if I can find on the Amazon. I don't know if it's China or what, but yeah. Anyways, the other knife that I had break on me, it was also assisted. It was also aluminum handles. It was the Kershaw Cryo, and I wasn't abusing it. All I was doing was flicking it open at, you know, normal use, and the spring popped in it. The blade would not retain in the handle anymore, so it was useless. It was like an unsafe knife. I sent it back to Kershaw. They did an exchange. They sent me another knife. So let's hope SOG does the same thing. But it's going to cost me money for shipping. I have to send the knife away. I have to wait. You know, we'll see. I've asked them if they'll replace it with a SOG Flash 1. I think that would sort of achieve similar purposes to what I was trying to get at with this knife. Another SOG, you know, a smaller knife, easier to carry, whatever. So we'll see what happens. I'll do an update when I find out. But stay away from this knife. Like, not only did it break, it's also just very uncomfortable to use. Like, I feel like I have arthritis in my hands after like one day with this knife. I prefer knives that fit well in the hand, you know, that you can actually grip them properly. Like this knife, it doesn't even fill up like half my hand. Well, it fills up 3/4 of my hand maybe, and I don't have huge hands. Like, it's like the size of a Zippo lighter. So if you might think it's cool and stuff, and that's why I bought it. Never a good decision, but it's not going to be fun to use. You know, you're not going to enjoy using it. Stay away from this knife.